Hey guys, it's ClimaxCombo and we're back with another Leaks of the Week. This week we're continuing off with Nisekoi and SAO extra boosters. Both of those are coming out on the 21st of August, so actually today, as of today, since we're recording this on the 21st of August. And just like last week, since it features both Nisekoi and SAO, me and Checkers will be doing it. And Checkers has pre-ordered 6, right?
Yeah.
6 extra boosters. So those should be coming soon. He's already paid for them. However, and I've ordered 6 Nisekoi extra boosters. However, I ordered something with them, and the thing I ordered with them hasn't come in yet, so mine will be coming a little later. Quite unfortunate. But it works out because our camera can't last 2 box opening recordings, so it was going to happen anyways. So yeah, do be expecting SAO box openings very soon. So with that out of the way, let's get started. And first off, we got the 00 Yugi.
That's right. 500 power. Your other joining the party Asuna gain 500 power and hand on core, and also bonds for that same Asuna, which is the following 1-0. 4,500 power, but as long as you have another character with Yuki or Sleeping Knights in its name, this card gains plus 1,500 power. I'm actually pretty happy about this. It's a solid, 6k 1-0. But SAO already has a lot of good 1-0s, so it's not that impressive, but the fact that it comes with the bond is always nice, and the bonder does in fact boost it by 500, and the hand-on core can be situationally beneficial. Her condition would be kind of hard, since not that many Yuki cards are like that good as of yet, but this week and I think the next week have some promising level 0 Yuki and Sleeping Knights that will make this condition pretty easy, so I definitely think this is a really solid 1-0 beater that was added to SAO. And yeah, it's really good. I think this duo is quite nice. I'm definitely gonna try it.
Like they need it anymore.
But they need it. No, they didn't.
Like they need it anymore. What the F?
It's not that much better than anything they have.
That's true.
Already.
But
so
it's just like...
kind of place it.
Yeah, that's true.
They definitely don't need it. But yeah, this is a good thing. And if you run green, you can probably just squeeze these in, as long as you run the 1-0.
What shizzle. Anything else with that?
Nah. That's it.
Alright. So next one, I guess it's gonna be fairly interesting because right off the bat we have a level 3 for Nisekoi extra booster. So we have here a 3-2 Haru. That is Pajamas Party Haru. She's just an R because it is an extra booster. Her trait is only sweets like usual. So what she does is when this card is placed from hand to stage, place the top 3 cards of your deck to the waiting room. This is mandatory. And if there is one or more sweet character amongst those cards, this card gains plus 3k power. If there are 2 or more sweet characters amongst those cards, place 1 card from the top of your clock to your waiting room, so you heal. And if all 3 of them are sweet characters, this card gains a falling ability until the end of the turn, and the clock shoots.
What the?
Yeah, so this Haru is fairly interesting, kind of similar to the Junes Yosuke in Persona. However, the Yosuke was on attack. However, this one is only on play, so you only get her once. So once you play her, next turn and the following turns, she's just essentially 10k vanilla. But anyways, this Haru, it's honestly okay. It's really luck. I don't know, it's super luck. It's so, you can't control it really. Like, how can you control the top 3 cards of your deck, and all of them have to be sweets? So of course, like Bushiroad has been doing, they're really pushing the sweets thing. And this Haru card kind of forces you to completely, play 100% sweet characters. Because of course, you mill 1 that's, not very good. It's okay, 13k power, but that's it. If you have to mill at least 2 for this Haru to be decent. Because if you only mill 1, then I think you're paid 2 stock for nothing really. So if you hit at least 2 sweet characters, then it's pretty good because then it heals. But if you hit 3 sweet characters, I mean, I guess this card is pretty OP for the turn because it's 13k and it healed and it's a free clock shoot. So it's super awesome if you mill all 3. But you really can't control what you're going to mill. last week we saw the Onodeta that bonds with the 1-0 assist that allows you to look at the top 2 cards of your deck. So I guess that Onodeta is a little cooler now because now you have a way to actually look at top 2, and maybe if they're both sweet characters, you can slap on this Haru next. So at least you know that you're going to at least heal because that Onodeta, you get to look at top 2. However, that Onodeta once again doesn't let you change it, so kinda like kinda lame. And like the cards that allow you to top check and either leave it there or put it to waiting room are in red, and they're the Marika cards. So like the sweet builds really can't control the milling, and that just kind of sucks. But I mean, this is a cool level 3 nonetheless, even though it's kind of like really luck based. I think it's a lot of fun, and it definitely adds a lot of flavor to the sweet builds. The only problem is later, we'll see later into the leaks, there's certain cards that like work in the sweets build, but aren't sweet characters themselves, and I think that's really stupid. But we'll get to that later. But as of right now, I think this card is fairly solid. It's a lot of fun. I mean, it's not the most broken level 3, but the sweet builds is just supposed to be fun. So I think this card's a lot of fun. So I do look forward to playing with this Haru. Anything else you want to say, brah?
Nah, that shit's kind of whack.
Yeah, when they first announced it, it was on attack, so it was hilarious.
What the heck?
Yeah,
was
yeah, and then when they actually released it, they did it on play. So I was like, damn, can you imagine on attack? But nah.
10 times better Yosuke.
Yeah, for real. And that Yosuke sucks.
Right?
But oh yeah, lastly, also this Haru kind of sucks because if you're compressed, which you should be, then it's actually pretty hard to hit 3 sweet characters. It can be hard to play. It can be really hard to mill 3 sweet characters, especially if you want to play like multiple Harus in a turn. Like you play one Haru. If you're compressed, you play one Haru, and then you mill 3, and you hit like 3 sweets. You play the next Haru, and you might only hit 1 sweets because at that point you might mill 2 climaxes, and if you mill 2 climaxes, that actually hurts you more than helping you. So this Haru can really backfire on you, especially if you're using multiple in conjunction. But that really can't be helped. And like I said, it's pretty luck based. But yeah, I do think it's fun. But I guess I'll just leave it at that. And next up is this stupid, like, what the hell is this card? And as the author says, and now this falling Haru, do you solely exist to be a tech card in Nisekoi mirror matches? And honestly, like, it's stupid. It's a 0/0 1500 common, sweet traits. All your sweet characters gain 500 power, so the global 500 for sweets, and it has recollection. For every pendant of promise in your opponent's memory, this card gains the following ability, where all your sweet characters gain 500 power. So it's clearly anti-Nisekoi, because the recollection has to be in your opponent's memory, and there's no way you can actually make this condition act alive by yourself. So this condition is completely 100% based off your opponent's deck. And if they're playing Nisekoi, then this Haru can actually hurt them a lot. Because first of all, this Haru is a 500 global, and that alone makes this Haru really good. Like the 500 global alone makes this Haru playable, and it's really good in like any sweet builds just because it's 500 global, and that alone is, like I said, really good. And she's the sweet traits as well, of course. But then, like, the recollection ability, if you're playing against Nisekoi, which is quite possible, because Nisekoi is really popular, and really good, it gets 500 per Pendant of Promise. So if they have 1 in there, this is a 1k global. If they have 2, which is the goal of Nisekoi, 2, because you need to get the level 3 Onodeta active and level 3 Marika online, then this is a 1500 global, and if you have 3, this is 2k global, and they have all 4 because they're stupid. Then this is a 2500 global. Can you imagine having 2 of these and your opponent has 4 pendants in memory? That's 5k global for all your characters. Yeah, but still, as you can see, the second effect is kind of for flavor, and it's absolutely hilarious. I guess not really for me, because I actually run Nisekoi, so I guess I shouldn't be laughing. I should be pretty sad, but it doesn't matter. All the guys who have a sweet Nisekoi deck probably have a normal Nisekoi deck, so it's just probably more funny, if anything. But anyways, definitely very good, just because it's 500 global, and if you're playing up against Nisekoi, then you'll be giving them a hard time. So overall, very solid card, and it's only a common, so that alone also makes it really good. And Attack on Titan, which no one cares about.
Wow.
Okay, I guess on to the next day.
We got this level 0 Yuki, 1k power. She's All your other avatar net characters gain 500 power, and you can rest her to choose one of your Asuna or Sleeping Knights characters and give them an extra 500 power. This is one of the solid green level zeros that I was talking about to work with the other 1-0 Asuna, because she does in fact boost her, and you can actually rest her and boost any other Asuna that you might run, which, I mean, there are other plenty 1-0 Asunas, and other level 1 Asunas, not just 1-0, but this card's a really solid assist for green, and it's unfortunate that she doesn't work with Sinon or like Lisbeth or any of those other characters, but at least they still get the base global 500. So it's not like you're losing out much, just a little boost, which you can still use on your other characters because you're probably running 1-0 Asunas anyway. So yeah, that's a solid level 0. I'm probably gonna try that out. It's gonna be cool. And next up, we got this level 2 Sleeping Knights, Suine and Techi. 8,500 power, 2 soul. When you control a joining the party Asuna, which is the 1-0, I think.
Yeah,
right?
from yesterday.
Yeah. And Sleeping Knights Yuki, which is the assist. On your stage, this card loses -1 level in your hand, so it can come out at level 1. And when this card declares an attack with the climax, braves the 27th floor, which is the... Is it free stock?
Yeah, green stock ones, or green stock one soul, I guess.
Choose one of your avatar net characters and place it to your stock. Isn't it from Waiting Room? I think so.
Yeah, should be.
And this card gets 1,500 power. So
until the end of your opponent's next turn.
It's interesting. You probably will have those 2 cards if you're running, the Sleeping Knights Asuna thing going, but the free stock's nice, but it's only gonna be for that one round of your turn and your opponent's. It'll be 9/5, which is decent at level 1, but that's like normal level 2s if they come out early, kinda, if you think about other changers. And other than that, it's just going to be 8k, which is pretty weak. That's close to what most of your level 1s can reach anyways. So I don't know if this combo's that good. Like, is it really worth running for an extra stock? Because you definitely don't need this to come out at level 1. Your level 1s are fine, and they're pretty strong anyways. So, and you might not even be running, those 2 cards. So, I don't know. I probably wouldn't run it. Like, it's not super bad or anything, but it's not good enough to merit running over any of your other level 1s. And, I mean, it's not going to do anything at level 2. It's super weak at level 2 anyways. 8k is really bad. And yeah.
Yeah,
that's all.
It's just too much work.
Yeah.
You gotta run, a lot of this guy, and he sucks at level 2, and the stock 1 souls, they have better options.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, kinda lame. But it's only common.
Mm-hmm.
Kinda weird, the 0-0 Yuki. I imagined she could pump up a Yuki since she can pump Sleeping Knights and Asuna, but I guess she can't pump herself.
Doesn't she have Sleeping Knights in some of them?
Some of them. So yeah, some of them she has Sleeping Knights, but then it's not I don't know. Just make it so she can pump herself too. I don't know. I thought she would. I thought she was able to, but now that I reread it.
No, she's giving support to her other members of the party.
Yeah, that makes sense. Even though she's the leader, they should be supporting her.
Right?
Anyways, I guess on to the next card. We got the 0-0 Paula McCoy weapon. She's pay 1, tap 2, middle top 4. For every climax amongst those, search your deck for a weapon or lady character, show to your opponent, add it to your hand, then shuffle your deck. Your generic 0-0 tap searcher, tap plus searcher, and of course this is obviously for the weapon or lady deck because you can only search out weapon or ladies. So only for the weapon and ladies, and like I said, if your series has a plus brainstorm, you might as well run 1 or 2 because you definitely can't go wrong with a plus brainstorm. So of course this being the plus brainstorm for weapon and lady decks, if you're running a weapon and lady deck, this is definitely, if not 100% going to be right in your deck. You should be running, I would say, 1 to 3 of these in your deck. And yeah, Kind of sucks that she has to tap 2 characters, because as we've seen like last week with the Sugumya, that card requires you to tap 2 characters. So like because this card has to tap 2 characters as well, it's like they kind of contradict each other. So it's kind of lame synergy, but like the sweet build is like really cool and fun, but the weapon and lady build is kind of lame, to be honest. So they don't do anything cool. So I don't know. I wish they did more with it, but you know, this card. That's just me ranting, but this card definitely solid. Run 1 to 3 in your weapon and lady deck if you want to run one, and should be good. Next up, we have a really good cards. Like I said, the sweet builds is getting everything, probably because it has Haru and Onodera. 002K are sweets. When this card is played from hand to stage, you can pay cost, which is discard a card. If you do, look it up the top 4 cards of your deck, add 1 sweets character, show it to your opponent, add it to your hand, then shuffle then discard the remaining amount to your waiting room. So we've seen this card time and time again, and it's proven to be really good. Like the Katsuki from Contact Collection, really good. Idolmaster has one. I'm running the blue one in my Love Live deck, and even though it can only grab blue, it's still super good. And so this one, of course, once again for your sweet decks, and definitely this is a staple in your sweet decks. You should run 3 to 4 of these in your sweet decks, and there's not much else to say, because by now, I'm sure we all know this effect is really strong. So, yeah, run it. And another reason why I'm really excited for the sweet decks, because this card is freaking good. And yeah, I guess that's it for Tuesday. On to Wednesday.
So we got this level 0 Sleeping Knights, those 3 fuckers.
Wow.
1500 power. What?
They're important too, man.
I don't even want to say their names. I don't even care. First effect, your other characters with Yuki or Asuna in their name in the middle border of your front stage, center stage, gains 1k power. And Brainstorm, pay 1, rest 2. For every climax you hit, you can search your deck for up to 1 avatar or net character. So, really solid plus Brainstorm. It's like basically the same as Silica, except, search. And it does have another effect, so chances are if you're running green, you're probably going to go with the Sleeping Knights and Asuna cards, so you have a chance to probably, boost something up during... I mean, it's continuous, so it's on your turn and the next turn, which is really good. And, having a plus Brainstorm for green is always really good. Like, this is a really solid level 0 for green. Like, you definitely want to run this. At least 2 or 3. So yeah, that's all I got about that. Shit's tight.
Damn, I didn't realize it was search Brainstorm. I just skimmed over it. I was like, oh, salvage.
No, dude, it's
but it's search? Damn, that's really good. What the fuck? Anyways, that's fucking good.
1L Lifa, 2k power, all your other characters gain 500 power, and pay 2, rest this card. You can search your deck for up to 1 avatar net. So... it's a global 500, which, plenty of other cards have that effect already, so you definitely wouldn't run this just because of, of that. You can just use a different card with another effect. And the second effect, it's basically like a plus on wheels. Anytime you want, you can just, as long as it's in your back row, just rest it, pay 2, and plus. However, I don't think SAO has that much of a problem keeping up hand, so there's really no reason to have this at, always there. It has plenty of other ways to plus, like Brainstorm, the 1-0 invites to party combo. There's other ways. So I wouldn't run this over any other global 500. Like, there are plenty of level 0 globals, and that's probably better than this level 1. So yeah, I don't think this card's very good.
Really? I like it.
Set. I wouldn't run it.
I like the plus 2 cert or plus 2 or pay 2 plussing. So I think
it's level
good.
1.
But it's plus on wheels.
I don't know. I won't want it.
I think it's cool, but I think you got better options, so.
Yeah.
Okay, anything else for these two?
Level 0 Brainstorm. It's good.
For reals. Holy crap.
Alright, go ahead.
Alright, next up, more cards for Nisekoi. We got 2-1, 2K backup. It's an R. Haru in swimsuit. Sweets and swimsuit trait. Okay, this one has an extra trait, I guess. Swimsuit trait. first of all, it's a pay 1, level 2, 2/5 backup. And then when you use this backup, if you control a Sweets character, choose one of your battling character, it gains plus 1k until the end of this turn. So once again, the Sweets deck has a good backup now because it's a 2/5 backup normally, but if in the Sweet decks, of course, this will always be a 3/5 backup. So really, once again, staple for the Sweet decks. But you can actually run this in your normal Nisekoi decks because by level 2, you probably have like the level 3 Onodera in blue that could come out at level 2 and Sheet's Sweet character as well. And there's just a bunch of other good Onoderas, like you have the 1-0 Onodera with Clock Encore. Since that one has Clock Encore, it'll stick around. If you're running like the Onodera assists, like the TD assist maybe, or you're running the 2-1 assist, you know, you only need one Sweet characters for this to become a 3/5 backup. So I would say this can definitely work in a normal key-based Nisekoi deck because, like I said, there's good back row Onoderas like the level assist, the 2-1 global, and there's good front row Onoderas like the 3-2 Onodera or the 1-0 Onodera with Clock Encore. So overall, this card can probably work. I would say like 80% of the chance, 80% of the time, especially by level 2, you should always have like a Sweet character on the field. So yes, I would say this card can work in your key trait Nisekoi decks, and I think that's really cool. And I think I was gonna say one more thing, but I completely forgot. Oh wait, I guess like they already have pretty good level 2 backups. They have the anti-change backup, and if you're running green, you might run the 2-1 3k backup that changes into the level 3. So maybe you don't have enough space in your backup in your level 2 backup lineup because you know you're running 1-2 anti-change no matter what. So like having a third or fourth backup, level 2 backup might not suit your fancy. But you know, maybe if you wanted one more that wasn't the anti-change, you can try out this one because I do think it can work out in your normal decks. So yeah. On to the next card, we got Chitoge, the best girl. Sadly, she's not getting too much love in this booster. She's a 2-1, 6k common. She's Lady and Key, as per usual. And she's an assist where she level 3 characters or greater cards in front of this get plus 2k power. And she has another effect. This ability can be only activated once per turn. When you use a startup, you can choose one of your characters and gain plus 500 power until the end of the turn. This is like okay, I guess, because Chitoge / Sugumi, they don't really have any strong assists, not that I can recall. So this one, I think it can work out in your Lady / Key based deck, or your Lady / Weapon based deck, because at level 2, your game plan is completely revolved around the level 3 Chitoge, the Pajama Party Chitoge we saw last week, because that card can come out at level 2 really easily in the Lady and Weapon deck, and because you could have a level 3 by level 2, you really don't need like a level assist because like your level assist is only really good on level 3s and level 2s, but the weapon and Lady deck doesn't have a level 2 game because you have the level 3 Chitoge that can come out super easily, and because of that, why not get a level 3 assist that pumps your why not have an assist that pumps your level 3s for a greater amount than an average level assist, with the extra benefit of when you use a startup, you can give a character plus 500. So yeah, I would say in a Lady and Key build, or Lady and Weapon deck, I think this card can work out because, like I said, just because of how the level 2 and 3 lineup is for that build. But in your Key trait deck, in your Key based deck, I would say just stick to the Marika level assist, or the Onodera level assist, or the Onodera 1k global. So yeah. Anything you want to comment on these two checkers?
2k in front is really good because it's only one cost.
Hey, SAO has this too, don't they?
Yeah.
Oh no, I think they're getting it later into
No.
this week. Oops, spoilers. But yeah,
I think it's next week.
oh, it could be next week. But yeah, pretty cool, pretty interesting card. I might try it out. Oh, my vast pop-up. Anyways, I guess that's all for this week. On to Thursday.
Dang. Deathcon hype. 2k level 0. It has a brainstorm, pay 1 for every climax you hit. Choose one of your opponent's level 0s. Wait, what?
Yeah, it's level 0, so it's not cost 0.
Or? Why does it say or? Characters with the target trait.
Oh, what?
Did I read it wrong the first time? What?
Wait, why don't you check the Facebook?
Yeah, I'm gonna check it. Because if that's the case, that's just fucking OP. That's crazy, dude.
No, that shouldn't be legal.
Right? It has to be level 0 and target, I think.
I can see the level 0 in the actual text, but I can't read anything else but that.
You're tight.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's... Oh. It's, choose one of your opponent's level 0 or lower target characters.
Oh, okay.
So it's just like those slight wording
Yes.
mishap. But that's all good. So, if you're running the Death Gun build, then as long as you have that one assist in the back, then all your opponent's front row characters are going to have targets. So if you use this Brainstorm along with that, you can essentially pop some of your opponent's level 0s, which Railgun has that, right?
No,
And-
theirs is cost 0, so theirs is...
Oh, cost 0, that's even better.
Yeah.
Oh. I was like, popping stuff, that's OP, right?
Nah,
I guess
Railguns
it's-
is cost. That's
yeah,
why
theirs
Railgun
is
was good.
Fucking insane, never mind. It's still kind of cool. It's a brainstorm. It's a spammable brainstorm, and you can pop stuff as long as you're running the Death Gun build. So, that's the only time it'd be good. I mean, you're not gonna run this anything else. You have no way to target anything. But, no, I don't know. Is it really that cool?
You could pop back row with it if you hit level 2 and you get 2-1 assist out.
This is true.
So you can do that.
You can pop your level 0 assist that your opponent has.
Mm-hmm.
Alright?
And you have the Suicider that minuses their levels. So you could target a
Oh
level
my
1, and then pop it with Death Gun, but that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Because you're paying 2 and you're tapping both your back row.
Eh,
That's
it's
if you hit a
alright.
climax off the mill.
I think it's alright.
Yeah, I think it's interesting if you're running a Death Gun deck. I mean, popping level 0s in the back, I think that alone is pretty strong.
Yeah.
Depending on what you're playing against. If you're playing against a mirror match, oh shit.
Oh my god, it's over for them. Alright. That's enough about that Death Gun. Next we got... Well, it's today.
Oh, it's too late.
The 2-1 assists. All your level 3 and above characters in front of this card gain 2k power. And when this card is played from hand to stage, draw 1 and then discard a card. I don't think I'd run this over anything else. Or, I mean, over specifically the assists from the TD. Because, one, it only helps your level 3s, and SAO's got hella level 1s, so, like, you wouldn't be powering those up anymore, and they, like, when you hit level 2 and you can play those as assists, your level 1s become a lot better, and it's kind of hard for your opponent, because they might not be able to spike their power as much when hitting level 2, so, I think that's already pretty cool. And this only helps your level 3s, which... The goal of your level 3s, at least the way my deck is, you don't really try and kill them, your opponent. You don't overwhelm them with power, you just try to end the game. Especially now with the Yuki and the level 3 Xenon. That's a lot of endgame potential, and it's not like power's that important for them. Because as long as you run that TD assist, they can't use backups, so as long as you're stronger than them in the first place, then it's not going to be that important. And as of now, I don't think I'd run this over anything else. But it is pretty solid if you primarily have a level 3 game towards the end. And the draw 1 ditch is pretty nice too, because you get to filter out and search a little bit to prepare yourself for later on. And yeah.
The 2-1 TD Xenon, does it stop events too? It stops events too, right?
It stops counters.
Oh, but I can still use an event, right?
Wait, I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh well, but still, you wouldn't run this.
I probably still would.
I like how this one is 4.5, and the Chitoge we saw yesterday was 6k.
Right? What the heck?
Why is the Chitoge so strong? That's funny. But, yeah. I guess, you have anything else for these? Okay. Then on to the next card. We got this 1500 Tachibana Magical Police. So, of course, once again, this is for the spin-off, the Magical Girl Nisekoi stuff. I don't actually watch it, so I don't really know. But 1500, what?
No events.
Yeah, I thought so. So you can't use events with the TDC on too.
Plus.
So that's really good.
Continue. Sorry.
And
It's cool. 1500 are Magical Police, Tachibana, Police, and Key. So she's when this card is played from hand to stage, you may pay cost, which is 2. If you do, choose one police character from your waiting room and return it to your hand. And she has a second effect when this card is reversed, and the level of this card's battling opponent is level 0, you may put that character to reverse as well. So level 0 Suicider. First of all, Nisekoi already has a very, very, very mediocre level 0 Suicider. No, I'm just kidding. They have a very good level 0 Suicider already. They have the Chitoge from the first booster. That's
to slap you.
I know, that's why I said that. But it's a pseudo runner because it can only run to the center. But that alone makes that Chitoge really good. So because Nisekoi already has a really, really, really good Suicider that's really hard to beat, it's kind of unfair because that Chitoge is really good. So I mean, I'm sorry to say, but this Tachibana, I don't think you should be running it because, like I said, the level 0 Chitoge is just really good. It's a really good runner. So like, why run a crappier runner when you already have a really good runner? But I mean, this Tachibana, and her first effect, as you can see, only applies to police characters. So you can, and only Tachibana is police. So like in a key-based, like in a normal key-based deck, there's a lot of good Tachibana cards. They have like the level 1 Suicider, they have the 1-0 Gate Combo, they have the level 3 itself, and they have the level assist, and they have the Brainstormer. So, you have pretty good targets for her in like a normal standard Nisekoi deck. But even then, like, Nisekoi already has a plethora of ways to salvage. They have the 2-1 event, they have the Gate Combo, they have the Gate itself, and they have the 0-0 Tachibana where you can discard a Climax to salvage. So, Nisekoi has 1,000,001 ways to salvage. This one it's unnecessary, and this one can only grab polices. So, like, its first effect is okay, but it's not as good as the pseudo runner in Chitoge. So overall, you really shouldn't be running this over the Chitoge in a key-based deck, in my opinion. If you are, then I would say you should run one. You maybe just like 1 or 2. Like, if you really like Tachibana, maybe. But I would say just run the Chitoge runner. That one's just too good. But of course, the Tachibana waifu deck is a thing because Bushiroad allows us to do that. So of course, in the Tachibana waifu deck, this is a staple because Tachibana doesn't have a level 0 Suicider yet. And so this one is a definite 3 to 4 off in your Tachibana waifu deck, because in the Tachibana waifu deck, of course, this is the level 0 Suicider for them, and of course the first effect can't salvage anything in the waifu deck. And yeah, the Tachibana waifu deck level 0 game isn't too strong. They have a 004K, but she has to be all alone for that, and so she'll always be 4K, and she doesn't gain plus levels. And yeah, so this is a welcome addition to the waifu deck, of course, but besides that, it's not very good. And more Nisekoi, we have the 002K Rurin. So it's Rurin 002K, common, glasses, and sports. What she does is when this play from hand to stage, choose one of your characters that gets plus 1K and plus 1 level until the end of the turn. This card is okay. It has a nice on-play ability, giving your characters plus 1K and plus 1 level. I think that's pretty nice. However, as you can see, she doesn't have any synergy with any cards. She doesn't have the sweet traits, no lady, no key, no weapon. So she has 0 synergy with any card in the set. And for that very reason, I don't recommend you running her. Like, if you want, like, there's an alternative to this card. It's not exactly the same, but it's similar. They have the 0-0 Onodeta in green. That's 2/5. And when she attacks, if you have 5 or more cards in your hand, you could give a character plus 1500 power for the turn. Pretty similar, because it's like you pump a character power. However, the Onodeta is on attack, and you need to have 5 or more cards in your hand for her to do so. but I think the Onodera is better overall in the end because the Onodera A has higher base power. She's 2-5, and she gets plus 15 instead of plus 1k and the plus 1 level. The plus 1 level is only like good if you're fighting against a level 1 Suicider or a level 0 Suicider, but that's not too relevant to be honest. So overall, I would say like don't run this, and if you wanted a card that pumps your other characters, I would say just run the 0-0 Onodera from the first booster, because I think it's really good. I run a couple of my current deck right now, and it's only a common, so you know, you could get them easy, or people might just give them to you if you ask. And yeah, that's it for these two. Anything you want to say?
Nah.
Okay then. On to the final day.
Ah.
The broken Kirito.
Nah.
Yes.
Nah. 2-1. Skill Connect Kirito. 7500 power. Pay 1. When the Climax Quest for Excalibur is played onto your Climax border, which is the pants following, and that Kirito is in your front row, you may pay the stated cost. If you do, all your characters gain 3k power until the end of the turn. And when this card reverses an opponent in battle, you can shuffle your deck and reveal the top card of your deck. If that card is this card, Skill Connect Kirito, then you can place him to stand. Essentially, he double attacks as long as you reveal him. So the combo itself is whatever, because it's just power. But pants is a cool trigger. You could guess something else. But I don't think I'd run. But then he's weak. He's only 7-5. What does he's 11-5. So you're probably gonna kill something, I guess. And if you're really lucky, you can double attack. So in the most ideal situation, this card can be pretty cool, because if you're doing the combo, he's 2 soul, and he's double attacking with 2 soul, and that could potentially be pretty good later in the game. But I think it's just way too hard to hit this anyways, because, I mean, who knows, you might trigger him, he might be in your clock, more might be in your hand, and you can only run 4, so there's just a high chance that you're not going to hit him. Like, this double attack will only happen once every maybe 10 duels. I don't know, not even that. Like, this card just, it's like the greatest, like, luck factor ever. So I don't think it's very good.
It's hilarious.
It's funny. Imagine hitting that when you're... That'd just be whack.
Imagine like since if you're fighting like the unkillable Saika, since she keeps going back to rest every time you kill her, you attack it with Kirito, you reverse it, and then you shuffle and you reveal, and then you kill her again, and she keeps going to reverse and clocking herself. And so you can get 4 double attacks. No, 3 double attacks if you're in front of her and you have the luck of the gods, but no.
That'd be insane.
Yeah, but this card's pretty bad.
Yeah, don't run this shit. Alright, that's it.
Oh, crap, I was talking about the Pajama Party Chitoge. I thought we talked about that card last week, but...
Nah.
Oh, what did we talk about? Oh, last week was Kosaki. My bad. So, I guess... Wait, let me see. What I mentioned this card with? I mentioned this card with the level 2 Chitoge here. Okay, I'm sorry. So the 2-1 Chitoge assist. If you guys didn't know what I was talking about, how... Okay, I guess first I'll go over the level 3 Chitoge. 3-2, 9k, R, best girl, Lady Enki. If you have 4 or more weapon or lady characters, this card loses 1 level in your hand. For every weapon or lady character you control, this card gains plus 500 power. And when this card is front attack, look at the top card of your deck and either leave it there or place it to the bottom of your waiting room. So this card is definitely, as you can see, only playable in your weapon and lady deck. You can't really run it in a key-based deck because, to be completely honest, there's not that many good Chitoge cards or Sukumi cards. There's pretty much no Sukumi cards in the standard Nisekoi deck. But even like the normal, like key-based Nisekoi deck, the standard builds, there's not enough Chitoges where you'll actually ever get her continuous ability off. So I would say this is only possible in a deck focused around it. So only possible in the weapon and lady deck, and it's pretty good. If you have 4 more weapon or lady characters, this card loses 1 level in your hand. So you can't really play multiple in conjunction on the same turn because you need to have a full field of weapon or ladies, then play the Chitoge. At that point you can, but you'll have to play over other characters, and that's not really efficient. So I would say you can only play one per turn. But even then, it's still really good. She's 3/2. If you have full field, which you have to have when you play her. So when you play her, she'll be like a 3/2 11k, which is really strong for level 3 at level 2. And when she's front attack, you can either look at the top card of your deck and either leave it there or place it to the waiting room. So I think this card is, of course, this card is really good for the weapon and key deck or weapon and lady deck, because the weapon and lady deck, the level 2 Chitoges are like pretty weak. The only really good level 2 Chitoge is the 2/1 Chitoge in the bathing suit, but that one is completely dependent on the Pendant of Promises events. And if you're running the weapon and lady deck, you shouldn't really be running the Pendants of Promises. I guess you could actually, because you don't have the choice of 3 factoring into them. But you don't have to run the pendants with the lady and key deck. So and all the level 2 Sukumis are pretty shitty. So this is definitely a really welcome addition. Here's the weapon and lady deck, very good level 2 game, because it comes out at level 2. It's 11k, hitting for 2 soul, and when your opponent tries to deal with it, it can be really hard for your opponent to deal with it. Like if they want to push for damage. Sometimes they might just want to ram into the Chitoge, just front into it and just kill themselves just to try to push some damage. But then you can use her last effect to look at the top, either leave it there or place it in the waiting room, making it more likely so that you can cancel. I think the third effect is pretty strong at level 2. It just helps you survive later. It helps you stay at level 2 for a pretty long time, and I think that's really good. It helps you live longer than your opponent. You don't heal, but it's kind of it can be better than a heal, technically, because it gives you a better chance of canceling, and I would say canceling is better than healing. And, with anti-healing nowadays, this third effect can be really good at helping you survive longer than your opponent. So I would say definitely this is, this is staple in the lady and key deck. No questions asked. And it's okay for them, to be honest. It's nothing crazy. But anyways, this was the card I was talking along with the 2/1 Chitoge, the 6k assist. Like I said, the level 2 Chitoges are pretty bad, except the one that's dependent on the Pendant of Promise, but I don't think you need that in the weapon and key deck, or weapon and lady deck. So, since your level 2 game is purely level 3s, I think this 2/1 Chitoge is good just because of how the weapon and lady character lineup is. So the Pajama Party Chitoge was the one I was talking about when I was talking about the 2/1 Chitoge. I'm sorry, I thought we talked about this card already, but we didn't. But overall, I would say the 2/1 6k assist works well with the 3/2 assist. I mean, if you have this one behind the Chitoge, this is 13k on offense and defense, and that's at level 2. That's impossible to get over unless they have their own level 3s or they have an anti-change. But even if they anti-change this, you're not really losing anything because you only pay 2 stock for this, and your opponents probably paid 3, clock themselves, or pay 3, discard, or pay 3, kill one of the characters. So overall, you win in the end. So overall, staple in the weapon or in the lady and weapon deck.
Is that what goes through your head whenever you anti-change?
What?
That you're losing out?
Of course, yeah. I mean, it depends on how you change. If you did a climax based change, then it's okay. But if it's if it's something like this where you just pay 2 and you slap it down, then it's I'm losing out in the end.
Yeah.
But especially if it's level 3 Ono Deda, she just gets another card back to your hand. It's
not that worth it.
It's stupid, but it's just stupid. But
okay.
The anti-change in Nisekoi is fucking broken because you sack one of your characters, so you can deny double attacking and on reverse effects. So yeah. Overall, Chitoge, really cute and really good, and if I pull a holo, I'll be super happy. Or if I pull a sign, I'll be super happy. And the next card, pretty much the last 2 cards for this week, it's a 105k common, New Life Chitoge, Lady and Key, as per usual. She climax combos with the Wind Trigger, When this card declares an attack with the Wind Trigger, you may pay cost, which is send one of your characters from stage to waiting room. If you do, this card gains plus 6k power until the end of the turn. And once again, the Wind Trigger, which is extremely cute. This Chitoge, honestly, I don't think you should be running this. Because you do have to, like, the Wind Trigger is a minus in hand size already. But when you do use the Climax combo, you have to kill off one of your own characters for her to gain her power. Like, I mean, I guess it can be okay because, of course, like, if you're attacking 3 times, you attack with one character. If that character gets reversed, you can always just, when she attacks and you have to send one of your characters from stage to waiting room, you can just send off the reversed character to the waiting room. Because that character was going to go to the waiting room anyways. So why not just send it off early instead of, like, you know, waiting till the end of the turn? So, like, yes, you can sacrifice one of your already attacking or already reversed characters, and so that way you're really not losing anything. And she becomes 11k with her Climax combo, and then 1k on top with the Wind Trigger, so she's 12k on offense, which will annihilate pretty much everything at level 1. And will most likely annihilate most level 2s, and she puts up a really strong fight against the level 3s. And if you're running the PR Chitoges, then you can give even more power to her, which is unnecessary, but you know, just something to think about, because that PR Chitoge is really good. So I mean, I guess this Climax combo isn't all that bad, now that I think about it, because the Wind Trigger is really good too, but still, like, I don't know, it's hard to say, because in the standard Nisekoi decks, we got the 1-0 Tachibana combo with the Gate. I mean, that's a staple, and that one is just super strong. And so having 2 level 1 Climax combos can be a little iffy, like running the Wind Climax combo with Chitoge and running the Gate combo with Tachibana. It's just like, it's just too much work, because like, you have a lot of level 1s. Nisekoi already has a lot of level 1s in their decks, because like you run 3 to 4 Tachibanas, and let's say you run 3 Tachibanas and you run 4 Pendants of Promise, like you have to. That's already 7 level 1s, you know? Like, do you want another level 1 that's dependent on Climax combo to be good? Like, that just takes a lot of space, and I don't know if that's worth it. I don't think it's worth it, and honestly, if I had to choose a Climax combo, I would choose the Tachibana Climax combo over the Chitoge Climax combo. So, I guess it's not bad, but just with how Nisekoi is right now, I think it's overshadowed, and it's just not worth all that trouble to run this combo. I guess you can run this in the Lady and Weapon deck, because the Weapon and Lady deck, they don't really have any good Climax combos. The only really good Climax combo I can think of is the 1-0 Sugumi that combos with the +2 soul, where on attack you can search for a Weapon character or Lady character, if I remember correctly. Like, that Climax combo is really good too. So, like, same scenario in the Weapon and Lady deck. It's like, do you run this Chitoge for extra power, or do you run the Sugumi Climax combo for more, like, searching and more consistency? I don't know, I think it's hard to say. I haven't really tried that Sugumi Climax combo myself. Like, maybe if I pull enough of these level 3 Chitoges, then I might make a Weapon and Lady deck, and I might just run this Chitoge Climax combo over the Sugumi one, because it's more stock efficient, and it's Chitoge, so that's saying a lot. So, I don't know, we'll have to see. I don't think it's horrible, but I do think there's better options for Nisekoi, so I guess I'll leave it at that. And that is the last card for this week. Overall, I would say really good for SAO, and
that's right.
For I was about to say Love Live. For Nisekoi, it's okay. I mean, I really did wish the Weapon and Lady deck was more exciting, because the Sweet deck is pretty cool. You got like the Katsuki clone, you got this hilarious Haru that's anti-Nisekoi, you got the cool level 3 Haru that's like, you know, that's pretty luck dependent, but I mean, if you get all 3 off, it's like really nutty and really strong. And then like, I don't like the Sweet build it looks like a lot of fun, but then the Weapon deck is just high power, beat them up, and you know, that's pretty boring. I mean, Chitoge is really cute and all, but you know, I would like to have a little more flavor with my deck. But yeah, SAO green looking pretty good.
That's right.
And I guess that's all for this video, guys, and until next time.
Peace.